And we kind of touched on this a little bit, but as you know, many of my listeners work in schools, universities, and even corporate learning teams. So when you think about the way you support the small businesses with their tech, how do those same principles that you teach them apply to educational settings like classrooms, online programs, and maybe even those learning and development departments?
If you were to look at what I do, it is to provide similar information that those sorts of environments actually provide. I'm not trying to replace the classroom environment. I'm just trying to give someone another alternative to learn how to do something quickly. So, educators and these environments have a real place, but sometimes someone just needs that real quick. How do I do this? What do I do? What instructional places, institutions can take from what I do and where they all apply. First of all, as you said, be where the learner is at. Understand where they're coming from. Understand, for me, often when I'm trying to help someone resolve a problem, I don't try to resolve the problem that they've got. I try to find out what it is they're trying to do. What is the objective? Why are you doing these things here that are causing you problems? Why are you doing them? And what is it you want from the end of this? Because sometimes it's easier to say, you don't do that at all. This is what you need to do, and redirect that learning to something that they can actually cognitively and emotionally cope with. And when you say, look, yeah, I know that you were told that this is the way to do it. I know that you read something and it said this is the way to do it. There's a better way, and we can do it this way, and teach them that way. So understand what their objectives are. What are their learning objectives? Don't get stuck down with but the curriculum says we have to teach steps A, B, C, and D. I am sure as educators you actually have to teach that. But if you can understand what the objectives of what your learner is trying to get to, you can make those steps stick so much easier. You can give people the reason to learn them. They're not just learning them because the curriculum says they have to learn them. They're learning them because those steps are going to help them achieve an outcome in the long.
Absolutely. That is so important. I love that. And I love that you connected that as a broader uh, principle, right? To be able to have that. So that's great. That's a great reminder. Absolutely. Because yeah, we can get bogged down in standards and like you said, the curriculum and sometimes students can see it as busy work and they're like, why do I have to do this? Is this just to fulfill